Alrighty, so we are live. Hello, everybody that will be coming in. Let's click on comments and see. We've got Stephanie in the house, and we've got Iron in
Welcome,
the house.
Stephanie.
Hello. Hi, sisters.
So,
Happy Christmas. And for
Sorry, I've no
everyone in the
makeup on.
UK,
I fell asleep.
yeah.
we'll blame that on Drew that we were like, what, a whole 1 or 2 minutes late coming in.
We hope you've had a nice Christmas.
Welcome, everybody. As shared out.
Everybody did.
I've got to do that, so I'm going to mute a minute.
Okay. So, Drew, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
That we're live.
And then we'll go to Sherry, and then that way whoever comes in later can hear it.
Welcome in, everybody. My name is Andrina. My friends do call me Drew. I also have my witchy name, which is Athena. I typically do ghost hunting on my channel when it's summer, let's say. But we do actually go do a little bit about witchcraft and things on my channel. Your sister Sherry and I and Rochelle is doing the Witchy 101 classes. So definitely check out our channels for that. And just come along if you want to be spiritual, paranormal, anything strange, really. So welcome aboard if you've come along, and happy Christmas.
Sherry?
Hello, I'm Sherry. I'm also known as Willow in my witch name. I'm from PWI Spiritual Investigators, known as Paranormal World Investigators. Again, like Sister Drew, we hope you do come over to our Witchy 101 shows, guys. They're getting really awesome. And I'm into all things paranormal, spiritual, witchy. So if you like that sort of thing, then our channels are definitely for you. Happy Christmas and also happy Boxing Day for everybody in the UK. Well, lots of love.
All right. And of course, everybody knows me, Mystical Love and Light, and I also do paranormal investigations. I've got an Etsy shop. I also do workings, and I show people how to empower themselves on my channel. I have a whole bunch of different playlists on my channel that covers everything, even some of my personal life stuff that if you're interested in knowing what Lee and I is up to, just go to our family vlog. No?
I don't know where it went.
Okay, well, that's as long as don't let him outside yet.
They're quite popular, I notice. People like to see. They're quite popular.
Yeah, it's the puppy videos that we get a lot of views on.
280 odd views it got. That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's those puppies, guys. You need to watch them. They're so cute.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And so I do oils and powders and stuff like that on my channel. So if you are in
over the fence and out the back door.
Okay. Well, did it go out, or is it with the puppies?
Well, I don't know. It's out.
Okay. I told him not to let Merlin out till we made sure it was okay, and so he said it jumped over with the puppies and out it went. So I guess it's okay.
I hope he must be okay. He must be confident.
So anyway, back to everybody. Sorry. That was very important that he came in to tell me because, so anyway, that's me. And of course, Drew is my co-host and our guest is Sherry. So she's always here with us. And I think I do. Is this pointing?
We're actually the three amigos, really.
Yeah, you're pointing downwards towards me if you're doing that yet.
Yeah.
Drew, are you that way or are you that way?
The other way. That's it. No, the other way.
Other way.
That's it.
Other way.
That way. That way.
Other way.
We'll go up. That's it.
See, so this way I'm pointing out the door, and then here you're over there.
Yes, that's same as me, sis. I'm pointing into the living room.
I'm going to say Drew is over there and Sherry is down there.
And that's mystical.
Yeah. We're all here.
And we are a mess. And so we're fixing to get on with what we're going on. And if you're wondering what Lee was talking about is Merlin. I don't know what happened to him today. He ended up at the door. If everybody don't know who Merlin is a cat that's taken up residency here, and we named him Merlin. and he come up to the door. Lee was just going out, and I heard him say, no, no, no. And I said, is that Merlin? He goes, yeah, but he's all wet. And I said, what? And I went to the door real quick, and he looked like if he had been underwater. I mean, and you know how fluffy he is, and he wasn't
Yeah.
just wet from it raining. I mean, he was drenched, and he had like mud all on his back, all in his back, almost like if something was like trying to get a hold of him, maybe. And I'm thinking either he had escaped from maybe some dogs or something scared him, and he tried to jump. Well, the creek right now is like humongous because it's been raining for 2 days. So I mean, it's moving fast. You know, it floods and it's moving fast. And I'm thinking that maybe he didn't make it. Maybe he went under. Maybe he went through the culvert. I don't know, but when I seen him, I just ran and I grabbed a towel and I brought him in and I wrapped him up, and I was trying to dry him, but and at the same time, kind of as I was doing it, feeling and watching him to see if he would flinch if he was hurt at any part of
So he
his
would have
body.
missing fur and things if he was attacked. There would be missing fur patches and things on him, I would assume.
Yeah, so once I dried him and I moved the towel, I mean, he just laid down and he'd been laying there the whole time. So apparently when I came back here, Lee's like, did you let Merlin out? And I'm like, no. So he's thinking he went out with the dogs and then jumped over the fence. He's thinking.
You'll be okay. He must be confident at going back out.
So, yeah, I hear him holler telling me something, but I can't hear him in the front room. So anyway, just to catch everybody up, because a lot of the people in the clan, you knew I had posted that in there, so it was just kind of a quick update. So okay, she disappeared. I was just gonna tell her to kind of go over what we were gonna be talking about today. Do you want to catch up on any of that, Sherry, or do you want to wait for Drew to come back?
So it'd probably be better for Sister Drew because she watched it. It's been a while since I've watched the video. I remember being on the panel with Pups and stuff. We were talking about how we were saying about the effects, because there, like 2 years ago, some weird stuff was going on and we was all being affected by it. And Sister, and it's true what Sister Drew was saying, taking us to another level.
Uncle Danny had. I think it was 2 years ago, and today it popped up on my feed for out of nowhere, and it was a stream that Uncle Danny had done 2 years ago, and he had named it something's changed or something it was. So we had all kind of been mailed and things to jump on the stream. He was live, and what had happened was Uncle Danny had felt a right shift in something coming from the south. And Astro and Mabella and things had been going out to see what it was, but Uncle Danny and the energies around him felt as if it was something really, really that was going to affect the world type of energy. It was really big. So we all had, when something like that happens, you have to start pushing out good energy. You have to start getting as many people as you can to pray and push out love and light. And even if anything negative happens in your life, you've got to kind of see the good side in it, even if it's traumatic and things. So over that period of time, I got thinking after I watched the video, because by the end of the stream, we were all having a good laugh. We'd all got everybody to a nice positive place. But Uncle Danny had said a few prayers and things on it as well. But that is when we as a community really started to do the support streams, and whatever night of the week it was, there usually was somebody live at some point. We also at that point made the community like closer together by everybody being invited to everybody's streams. And a lot went on about that time, and we all kind of came together and started to support each other. So now I think that the world has got to a place where there's a lot happening. There's a lot of really bad weather and things happening, and a lot of other things. I feel as if we at that point were being prepared for the next step of our journey. Which, if you've heard us all talk in the last couple of weeks, we've all been saying that a lot of us are at that shift where we've grew a level, if you like. And I feel that Uncle Danny felt that energy move in that we were all going to be needed for. So now more than ever, I feel that now we're at that stage where whatever we were being prepared for is here. I think, what do they call it, end of days or something, a lot of the Christian people and things call it. I think that's kind of here, guys. And that everything as a community that we've been preparing for, probably unknowingly as well, with the energies around us that will be putting in the knowledge that we need to know. I think a lot of us will need to start kind of realising where we are in our journey. And for all we are a great community right now, that's why I think the Witchy 101 classes are needed more than ever, is to put that final puzzle piece together for a lot of us, you know. So what do you ladies think? You'll probably remember it now, Sherry, because we did prayers, and you and I the next day went on to a live stream in your channel, and you actually did the drums and things, and you hadn't done them for ages.
I do remember now.
You got back
I do remember
because
I remember texting Pups. I remember texting Pups and saying, Pups, something's coming, something's changing, like I feel weird. And he goes, yeah, I'm feeling weird as well. There's definitely a shift coming. And he'd said about going live, and would I be interested in going up on the live with him and that. And we did sit there for a while explaining to people like the way that everything was feeling, and we were saying about different situations that we were going through, and everybody in the chat was doing the same thing. They were all experiencing things. It was all experiencing stuff, and we had all of our energies were going out. There was obviously there was Shakara and hello, Dr. Kerry, and there was all obviously Aura and Darius and Astra and Shakara and Mabella. There was just loads of our like spirit guides and protectors like checking everything out. Because even they were acting weird. If I remember, the spirits were doing weird things as well.
The spirits were, because your kids' spirits were bouncing off the walls and things that
they were going nuts. I thought they'd drunk something. They shouldn't have been drinking. It was that bad, guys. Seriously.
Yeah, it was the energy. So what are you trying to say, Mystical Sis?
I was going to say, Iron said about the link, and this, I put the link in the chat to Danny's
yeah, watch that, guys, because that was 2 years ago. So maybe put it into perspective what we've all been prepared for. Because Uncle Danny felt it come in. He felt it coming in, and he kept looking to the south, and he kept saying, I don't know why I'm looking to the south, but something's coming for the south. And if you think about it, it was about 2 years ago this all got that little bit more crazier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. And it's got a lot more crazier.
I wasn't with you all 2 years ago, but it did start.
Yeah, and that's what we need to change is this to get that. See, I am saying the more people that think that way, the likely the end of times will come. The collective consciousness, poor anima Monday. See, that's what we were trying to say that night we were live, as for the negative energy coming in, we as spiritual beings have to push that back, and the only way to push it back is to be loving light, loving positive energy and things. So we have to push that back with being just positive and loving energy, healing and things, and don't listen to all that negative end of times carry on.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, everybody, darlings. I can see you all say Merry Christmas.
Hey, Phoenix. Welcome in.
He did. He was really worried. He was. Everybody was quite concerned about the change, and we knew something was coming in that. That's why I remember saying on the stream, I'm going to go live tomorrow. The night Sister Drew said I done all the drumming and doing all the positive thing. I think I even remember doing a cauldron, if I remember rightly.
Because
we both was on there.
I think at that point the both of us went on. But the funny thing about that stream was, if you watch it, is a lot of us in the community hadn't been going live. We hadn't really been doing anything. Hi, Uncle Danny. All that week, everybody had kind of just been having sore heads, thought they were a little bit depressed and things. Uncle Danny, do you remember the stream I'm talking about? the one where you felt the bad energy come in for the south? Because I feel that popped up from nowhere on my YouTube today. So I feel at that point that was
There's the
us
link
being
again.
prepared for whatever. Yeah, it's
And if
that
it
one
popped
if you
up
want
on
it.
you
I think
straight
his
out
name.
your channel out of nothing today, then it was
Yeah.
obviously wanting you to say about it again or something.
Yep. So I
Yeah,
shared it in the group. It was just the way, but see, we all as the community, we're worried to start off, and then Uncle Danny was saying, no, well, we all kind of knew that anyway. The only way to push these things back, guys, is with a loving energy, healing energy, loving light. And I feel that is at this time, that's what we need to do again. I think we were being prepared to go up that next level so that we can do it more in a bigger community. Teach people how to do it, push it out there more. I feel that's what we're being prepared for.
Yeah, no,
because
definitely.
there's because there from 2 years ago, even though I didn't know y'all 2 years ago, I know what I felt, and for me, it's been pretty close to over 3 years ago. But the thing is you know how we keep saying how the veil is getting thinner. Well, there's more people becoming more spiritual. More people is starting to believe in their higher self. They're starting to empower themselves. They're starting to more of them are thinking more positive. And as long
Yeah.
as we like Drew says and like Sherry says, we just keep pushing it out. That's what the universe needs. Because if we
Yeah.
feel any negative coming in, that's when we need to get the positive.
Yeah.
You know, go on that direction to overlap
Uncle
it
Danny
and become
remembers
even
that.
higher.
Yeah, and remember tonight, guys, is a really, really powerful moon. Tonight's moon is one of the most powerful moons of the year. This is one of the moons where you can push everything out that you don't want in your life anymore, and you can visualize what you want for the following year. So tonight, no matter where you are in the world, you can even just, if you're not like us with candles and things, even just you going out and looking at the moon or burning your intent in the sink or something, getting rid of all that negative energy last year, pushing out the love and light for the next year and the following years ahead as well, could be really, really helpful, because whatever you can visualize in your head, it's like as above, so below. So you visualize it, but next year being a better year, a lot of healing energy, you push out a lot of love and light. That's going to be really powerful for us all. And maybe this thing that people think's coming, it won't come, because everybody that's thinking this end of times is here and they're feeling the doom and gloom. We need to get that negativity away and push back. So tonight, if you are spiritual, I'll be doing it. You can private mail me after the stream or anything, or do it yourselves, because your energy to push that out is probably better than anything. And just wish for better and ask them for better, you know. What will you, Sister Sherry, what do you feel about that night of that stream though? Because by the end of it, we were all laughing and carrying on,
Yeah.
and we really needed it.
And it does prove that when we come together as a community, we're really good at sticking together. You know what I mean? Like, there was a lot of stuff going on, and I do think that 2 years ago was coming into the now. It was preparing us, like you're saying, and there is a lot of work we've still got to do, obviously. But yeah, sitting there and thinking negatively and listening to what everyone's saying about the world ending. Don't listen to it, guys. It's not ending. It's not ending the way you think it is. It's just changing.
No.
It's changing, okay? And we need to change with it. So we need to be positive. The more positive we are, the more positivity we put into our beautiful universe and our nature and that, isn't it? Which is going to make it stronger and things like that. So I'll definitely be lighting up my little white candles and stuff tonight and putting, energy and love out to everybody, into the universe and things. Definitely taking away my crap I don't want.
Yes, and it's so important for you not to keep listening to the mainstream news. And also YouTube's full of it right now. All the thing that's on YouTube is the volcanoes, the storms, this and that. Mother Nature has to recycle herself as well. Yeah, there's a lot of storms and things, but it's because of different things Mother Nature has to do. us as man, such as Dubai, we should never have built anything in Dubai. Dubai's going to sink eventually, but that's man's fault for building that there. So there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things we do as human beings that we shouldn't do, and Mother Nature's going to end up taking that back. So, do you know?
Well, this is what I say, because everyone goes, why is nature so like mad at the moment? Why is she destroying everything? Well, she's not destroying everything. If you think about what you've done to her and all the pollution and all the bad things you put into her, she's going to react in some way. She's got to fight back to be able to survive. You know what I mean? We are killing us slowly, and we don't want to be killing us. So positive energy and positive things are a really good thing for her at the minute, because she is suffering. She's suffering big time at the minute. And that's why you get all these storms and that. She's trying to fight back. She's trying to build again, you know.
And I do feel as what were you going to say, Mystical? Sorry, sis.
I was just gonna say, because I got back and I read where Danny said he'll be listening, but he's gonna go to bed, and I had just put on here that if he decided he would want to come up, just to let us know, and you'll give him the link. I know he's tired, but if he feels like he wants to put some input into it. Because a big part of this is coming from his video 2 years ago. He's more than welcome to come up. So,
yeah, and there is a lot of natural phenomena. It isn't just stuff that we're doing, but she's changing. The world's changing as well, you know. So she's got to adjust just as much as we have. But we are a big reason to why she's the way she is. We are destroying her slowly because we don't do the right thing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So maybe like this year should be more putting things back into nature, doing things back into nature, helping her to grow. You know, even if it is just doing your spells and intentions, you know what I mean? She needs
this is a good time of the year to rethink. We've got 5 days to the new year comes in. So this is a great opportunity, guys. Take the rest of the week, even if you need to refocus your mind. And remember, we've also got the shadow work this Friday, which is another perfect timing, because shadow work and the Witchy 101 is going to open up so many doors for you to realise how you can get rid of those negative energies that keep popping in to your mind and things. So I advise you to take the rest of the week to really, really think about where you want to be next year. And don't set yourself big crazy goals like I want to have thousands of pounds and live in a mansion. Realistic goals. Realistically. Some of us want to have a shop. Some of us want to maybe learn to drive. Little goals, and put it out there to the universe. But when you're putting it out, imagine yourself being there driving. Imagine yourself being there lying on a beach in Dubai, if that's what you want. No, in fact, that might not survive, but in Spain or something. You know, use this energy, and guys, it'll open up so much for you. Honestly, well, if you realise that you can work with it.
Yeah, manifest,
and it helps the world.
Manifest your intentions. I know, that's just so beautiful. Handsome, I should say handsome.
Enjoying his holidays. Oh.
It's after the balls, but he chews them up, and I bought him a nice sling thing to throw out on the field, and he ain't going to have no balls if he carries on eating them.
He said, Mummy, I want my balls.
Yeah.
You can't get them out now anyway, so go on. You'll have a good try though.
He's like, I'm gone. I got my balls. I'm gone.
Did you feel that energy then? Because we weren't going live or anything last year, and I think Uncle Danny doing that live kind of gave us a kick up the butt, and then we all started to jump into doing more lives again. So did you feel that, Mystical, 2 years ago, that it was a little bit of a kind of...
Longer than that. And I had been telling people that there's things shifting in the universe. It's changing. And it's almost like how I would describe it is when there's an earthquake and the ground, the rocks, how they shift, and you feel that if you're in the earthquake zone where it's happening, you feel that shift.
Right.
That's kind of how I would explain it, that you feel something's going on and you're not sure what it is, but you feel like you need to push out that positive vibes for whatever is happening. Yeah. So it's been a really good while. Let's see what Iron says here.
Oh, Iron, I believe. Iron's one of the most recyclable people you'll ever meet, guys, honestly. I'm slowly convincing her to try and come up, and he's a lover. She's so open and knows a lot of things, guys. But she'll come up one day, I think, and share more knowledge. But you're right.
Mm-hmm.
We need to do our part. We really do need to do our part. We've spoiled ourselves with deodorant cans. We've spoiled ourselves with plastics.
Yeah,
If we just take mind in our own homes, I try and recycle as much as I can now. Even things that come through the post, that's without my control. I try my best. So if we each do that, then surely we'll make a little bit of a dent.
Exactly. Even just going and like maybe watering the trees and doing things like that, just putting something back and showing the love, it really helps her to grow and stop littering her. Stop throwing things on the floor and in the seas and everything else. Start looking after the planet. You know what I mean? She needs it.
Look at Uncle Danny told us how to help the trees. If you see a tree in your area that's kind of willowing away, there's a ritual, because it's an offering that Uncle Danny done. And it's like it's on his channel. I could get his words if I went out at the prayer book. And you can go help that tree. Go give it its tobacco, its oranges, its apples. Say the prayer. And then the elemental spirits around that area will come in and help it grow. So that's you connecting that to Mother Nature, back to Mother Nature. There's little things you can do that can help.
But that's what people need to actually remember, though. Like when you're doing this sort of thing to nature and stuff like that, you're affecting the spirits of that place as well, like your elementals, your fae. Everything gets affected when you're affecting Mother Nature. You know what I mean? So everything needs to be looked after.
Sometimes
we're not
just
going to have none of this left. You know?
I mean, yeah, if you're walking down the ocean or the river and you see people throwing trash out or something, and always try to remember to take a little trash bag or a little grocery bag with you and pick it up while you're walking around. If you're looking for seashells or something, pick up the trash and throw it in there.
Even just as little as if you smoke. If you smoke, a lot of people will throw their fag butts on the floor, stamp it out on a wall or something and throw it in the bin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I always put these in my pocket.
Yeah, I do that. You know what I mean? I always just stamp it out and throw it in the bin. I will never throw it on the floor to her or anything like that. No, there's no way.
I see so many people doing it. They don't think twice about it. They just flick it out. And I'm like, they have
no idea.
They're littering. That is littering.
It's the animals as well.
Yes.
Yeah, the birds, anything picks it up. They don't know what it is.
See, people
in the worst.
You usually find as well that people in the big houses and things, they've got big houses, beautiful lawns, beautiful big gardens, but it's not them that's physically going out and doing that. They're hiring people in to do the work for them, and that's kind of, well, not defeating the purpose. It's a nice thought, but once that hired help's not there anymore, then the place goes to derelict. So it's about people also helping the houses that's maybe fallen in disrepair, because there's a lot around my area as well where the people have got old. They can't afford the people to come in and do their gardens anymore. And it takes a community to keep it looking nice,
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. All of that.
Yeah, because it's work. It's work. But it's
only
work that you feel good about. You feel good about it.
Yeah, even if you do have. I know Iron, there's a lot of people around Iron's area. It's really. I know, see, people just hire help in, though, don't they? They just hire help in.
You even find
it's about us all sticking together. Yeah.
You find with a lot of these houses that are abandoned and stuff like that, they're so badly damaged and that even in their own, they're making danger to the environment and things like that. Just doing them up and sorting them out would make a big difference. It's not just you guys, the government and all of those people need to start changing it as well. You know what I mean? Because everybody's suffering. What, they think they're going to be above everything forever? They're not going to be above everything forever. Then one day everything's going to come down if you don't do it right.
Yeah. Phoenix, what are you wanting me to post here? Sis Rochelle, can you post here on chat? Post what?
I think it was maybe the link again for that, the live stream maybe. Is it the live stream that Uncle Danny did that ticked off my brain working?
The video. She's just put the video.
Yeah, the video.
She's on about the video. Pup's done.
Wanted to go back to Scotland and find someone with an old country home and let me live in the foily and would be the gardens for free. Oh, Iron, yeah, definitely.
This is in the
It's
it's
just,
in the chat if that's what you're wanting, Phoenix.
yes, there's sis. It's just a
Just
case of I
scroll
feel
up.
we've got a great opportunity this week. What you saying, sis? Sorry?
I was just telling Phoenix if that's the link she wanted, just scroll up. It's there. It's there. She can just scroll
Yeah,
up and
it's
click
there.
on it.
It's also in the clan group. I shared it in the clan group earlier.
Hmm Yeah, it's a good video. I watched it today while I was watching it while I was trying to dry
It was
off the
eye-opening
hat.
to see that Uncle
Okay.
Danny felt that shift come in. Because for all it says 2 years ago on the video, it would be interesting to go in to see when the actual live was, because it was maybe closer to 3 years ago. It's just the way YouTube does it. So it might be about the same time, sis. It just shows that, because all of us in the chat, if you watch it, were saying, yeah, I've been feeling bad for 2 days, and the other ones hadn't been well, and we had all got away from being live. So it showed Uncle Danny felt that come in, and it realised it gave us the kick up the butt that we all needed. And we were all laughing by the end of it and having a joke, and everything was good and positive. So we needed it. And I think it's one of those times again where these Witch 101 classes are going to kind of give everybody a rebalance to that. Because your shadow work is never done. It's never done. There's always that shadow try and come back. And it could even be a new shadow that you've picked up, that will try and come in and play with your mental health, play with your spiritual journey. So even if you think that you don't need the shadow work, I would come in on Friday and just listen and see if it can benefit you, because it's really a good time to do the restart of the year and push out what you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shadow work's really important. I think if you got in contact with yourself and understood yourself a bit more, then maybe you'd respect things around you a bit more. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that you guys don't respect things, but there's a lot of people that don't, and they don't read into that and realise that. A lot of people are so gullible and they think, oh, all this stuff they're talking about is just crap and it's not real. It is real, and you can see it happening right in front of your eyes. How much more
and you talk about it to other people.
Yeah.
It's about you doing your part as well. You talk to other people about it.
It is.
Ask your friends if they feel anything. Test the waters with people, because sometimes it's amazing the amount of people that know things, but they just don't talk about it with certain people. So test the waters with people that you're talking to, maybe at your work, on the bus. I don't know. And maybe open your eyes to just how many people will listen to you, and then point them in the direction of people like us that want to help.
Mm-hmm. Some people feel things and they don't know what they're feeling, and they want to talk to somebody to see if they understand what they're feeling and can explain to them. Because if you're sensitive to stuff, if you're very spiritual, whatever you're feeling, somebody else is feeling the same thing, but you're never going to know it unless you talk to somebody and see what it is that you're feeling.
And you don't have to be spiritual to feel it.
No, I know.
That's correct.
Have you ever walked back?
I've bumped into people recently. There was somebody up here the other day, down near mine the other day, that said it. I said, "You're all right." They go, "I'm feeling really out of zinc today. I feel really weird." And I just looked at her and grinned, like, things are changing, sweetheart. Mate, look after yourself more. Look after the environment. I said, "Do you recycle and stuff like that?" She goes, "Yeah." And I've been taking a lot more walks with nature and stuff, which is really weird. I said, "Good, keep doing it."
People are.
I mean, they are starting to open to that, and it is true what Iron's saying as well. True, Sherry, but all of this spiritual stuff out there is extremely muddy. It is, because there's so many different factors, and some of the people you do guaranteeing, they're not as legit. You know what I mean? You want to look at the people that do things for the planet, and people that are caring and positive and loving and nature involved. You need to be around people like us. that
Yeah,
do care,
because
you know.
some people will say, "Well, I'm not spiritual," and then you start
Don't have
talking
to
to
be.
them, and then you're like, "Do you not realize how spiritual you
You
actually
really
are?"
are.
And they don't
Everybody's
have a clue. They
spiritual.
don't have a clue. Yeah.
Everybody's
I walk
spiritual. You don't have
past
to have a
people.
religion.
I walk past people every day and I see their eyes, and you can tell by just looking in their eyes that there's just something missing in their life. And you think, if you only just opened your eyes to what is really truly out there beyond what you can see, it would open so many doors for a lot of people, because people are just in a routine. They get up, they put their kids out to school, they go to work, they come home, watch television, the soaps, all make believe, and then
Mhm.
they believe the narrative on the television and things. And you just think, if you only just realise there is a different way of thinking, there's a different way of being spiritually open, that takes away that kind of cloud in your mind that this is the end, this is it forever. No, it's not. Take that
It's not.
way of thinking away and realise
It's not.
there's spirits around you all the time. There's angels around you if you need them. There's so much more out there than just letting yourself be depressed about
This
mundane life.
this world is
Very.
not going to end and everything's going to blow up and we're going to be no more. It's not that. Everything's just changing, isn't it? And at the
It's
end of the day, like
changing.
Iron's saying again, feeling off and like something is coming is a natural exception
Assumption.
to anyone who has been paying attention the last few years. And it's true, because since that horrible thing happened, okay, before that, everybody didn't care about what was going on around them. They were too busy with everyday life. But having those couple of years where we were locked away and things like that, people really did start looking up and start looking into things that they wouldn't. So there is a lot more of that going on now. And you just hope it carries on that way. We don't want no more badness, but we want people to open and wake up.
Welcome in, Curtis.
Seriously. Hello, Kurt.
We just have
Hey,
to
Curtis.
stop believing all the doom and gloom, guys, and
Yeah,
push
no.
back with love, light, positivity.
The world's ending.
Yeah,
2024.
come on. And
Get ready. Get prepared. No, guys. No.
there is a lot of bad things going on, but we do our part as the spiritual people and push back with the love and light, and we can help. We can help so many different people also to push back with love and light. And then that's got to make a dent. It's just got to. It's the way it works.
Amanda said the world went so spiritual, and there is so much more spiritual things in the shop. You will find there has been a lot more stuff in the shops, but that's
there's a
people
lot
are
more
waking up. They're realizing, you know.
When I
What
first
you saying,
started
Mystical?
YouTube, I went by spiritual healer. Okay.
Right.
And for some reason, a lot of people would back off of that title for some reason.
Right.
So I wrote down a bunch of different things that I was going to change it to. And the mystical love and light was, if I remember right, was right on the top. Well, I sent that list to my sister. And I told her, I said, I'm going to change what I go by on YouTube. I said, look at the list and see what you think. So she was the one that convinced me to go by mystical love and light, because she said the love and light is what we will be carrying on into the future. And that's the reason why we went with mystical love and light, because she said that. And I said, okay, that's what I will change it to, and that's what I will go by. Because she said that's what it's going to be in the future, what we're carrying into the love and light.
And it's so true.
That was my sister Roxana, by the way.
I
You
don't
happen
see,
to watch
I don't
this?
see it as
Welcome, Roxana.
I
And
don't see it as
Deneva.
more spiritual, Kerry. Seriously, commercialised, in my view. I don't think that all shops are doing it for commercialised. I've walked into quite a few shops where the guys are quite open to what's going on, and they've listened to what I say because they see I'm different.
Yeah.
There are some. Yeah, I'm not saying that all of them are. Some of them do it because it's money, and it's more money. People are more like it, but not all shops are like that. Not all of them.
Mm-hmm.
The ones I don't agree with doing it is the ones that make you buy the subscription.
Yeah.
You ever seen it where you get the subscription for maybe to learn aromatherapy, to learn something? There was one that was out a couple of years back, and it was learning witchcraft, and a lot of the real witches and things did not agree with that. Because the reason is, though, because a lot of naive people will go buy that subscription, get
Yes.
everything for it, and not open their mind to anything else. And that is what they shouldn't do. They shouldn't say, right, this is the way that you do things. Because people will think that's the only way to do it.
And I think that's what Ian's referring to. She's referring to online, which is true. Online is quite bad for trying to get it.
You've got to give people the big picture.
Yeah. The spiritual shops, some of the spiritual shops that I've gone into, and the line of stuff that they carry, some of them don't even know what they're for. They ain't got a clue what they're for. And if I'm looking at something or I ask for a certain item, if they have it, they're like, what is it? What does it look like? And what is it for? So they don't even have a clue on what some of the items are. The shop that I had bought my Tibetan singing bowl that's up there, it's about yay big. The shop that I bought that in, she didn't have a clue about a lot of the stuff that she sells in there. I think she goes online and sees what's selling, and then she picks it up and starts selling it. But she doesn't really understand how they work. Or what
I'm going to do is, there's in Hamilton, our closest town in Hamilton, there's like little booths and things you can rent. Like sometimes hairdressers will rent them, people to do nails will rent them. I'm going to approach Hamilton Council and ask if I can get a booth and see if I can do like my readings and maybe basically sell what I sell in here. And then that way, if anybody comes in, I'll be there to explain to them what it's for, what you use it for, maybe even make up something for them for the problem that they've got there and then. And then that's also another way of pushing out how things work, because people will be there to ask questions, and you'll probably find that that'll help more people because people are scared to ask,
Yeah, I think a lot of people think, what are people going to think of me and how they're going to look at me if they see me do that? But you shouldn't be worried about that, guys. It's what's better
if you're doing it for the good, who cares what people think? If you're doing it for
exactly.
the good,
it doesn't matter what others say.
I had one of my own cousins. She's passed away now, bless her heart. And I don't like talking about anybody that's passed, but this did take place, and she saw one of my deals that I had on Facebook or something. So she sends me a private message, and because she's like an ordained minister, but she's a female. I don't know if you call them an ordained minister, but kind of like that. And she says, "Why do you have all of this evil stuff in your room?" She saw the skull, she saw the cauldron, she saw the sage, and so I have put on there what each one was for and what I do. And I said, you can either accept me how this is, because it's all for the good. And I said, I'm sorry that you have it in your head that it's something evil, because apparently that's what you're teaching your people that's coming to you, that you're preaching to. That's what you're teaching them, that it's something evil. And I said, if you want to have a discussion with me, I'll have a discussion with you. But if you want to put me down, you are not welcome to ever message me again.
No,
and I just kind of left it like that, and she never did. But I'm like, so if she's telling me this, what is she preaching in her church about anything like this when she doesn't understand?
Did you not notice you got a comment like that at the end of last week's stream? Have you went back your comments? I would have to try and find it.
And I said, first of all, the skull, since I'm Aztec, and she's my family, so she's part Aztec too, That is, we see the skull as rebirth. We use the sage for cleansing, but not only just cleansing evil. Sage will take out germs. It will take out mold. If you have mold in your house, it keeps you from getting certain viruses. It cleans the air. So it's also a health thing. And I said the cauldron is because if I have to burn something, I don't want my house catching on fire because I sit in something that's going to catch my house on fire. Yeah. I said I had a brass one, and it got so hot that I couldn't even touch it. I almost dropped the thing because it was so hot. A cauldron don't do that,
Yeah, but that's religion and that, isn't it?
Yeah, that's exactly right. So
That's why I
so
stopped going to
people
church.
don't
My nan used to get me to go
understand.
to church.
Yeah. So instead of
And I
her
was like, I don't
coming
want to go
to me,
anymore.
yeah, instead of her asking me about this stuff, she was already so negative on the negative
Mm.
side that she wasn't willing to listen to, to my side and how I use it, for the good, for protection, for healing, for prayers.
See, my nan was really weird at first because obviously her being Christian and that. But then when she got to know what I was doing and that, she kind of come round to it a little bit. She goes, "It's not actually bad, is it?" I was like, "No." I said, "But your churches and
This
places
is
like that say that we're evil and we're dangerous,
so
and we're
Hmm.
not. We're not doing no different to what you're supposed to be doing in your church. We just take more action and make sure that we do what we're supposed to be doing. That's all we're doing." And a lot of our stuff is for safety, like the cauldrons and stuff like that. It is for safety.
Did you
And
see that one on the message? You see when you rerun the Witchy 101 on Mystical's channel, she got a message, Isaiah 55.6 and 7. Seek the Lord while he may be found. Call on him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake their ways and the unrighteous their thoughts. Let them turn to the Lord and he will have mercy on them, and to our God, for he will freely pardon. And then it says, repent, receive Jesus Christ as your Lord and Saviour today. This is God's invitation for redemption. Jesus loves you so much, and he is the only way to eternity. God bless you.
look, right, and obviously you've done this on this channel when she puts the video up, okay? We love the higher divine energy, including
Yeah,
what you
nobody
class as
said we
God.
didn't believe in
Don't
Jesus and
come
God.
and preach to us about being evil and bad, okay? Because you're not doing no better in your religion saying what you're saying, okay? Trying to make us out to be the devil
They
and all that. We're
assume,
not.
though, that
God
we don't
loves
believe
us.
in Jesus and God. Do you know what I mean? They just assume that.
Yeah, God
You
loves
know,
us. God made
we
us
love
who
God.
we are, okay?
Drew,
I just laugh at it.
Drew, you're a mod. You can take that off of there.
It just
Yeah,
annoys me though. It's
I
so
didn't know if you
frustrating.
wanted it off or not.
Yeah,
It's
Just
no,
so,
you can take
so
it off.
frustrating. We're not evil
Hmm.
people and we're not doing bad and we don't work for the devil. God loves us and God made us the way we are. Stop trying to change us. You know what I
I
mean?
just thought, oh my
Get
God.
it. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I just believe him in a different way to
Exactly.
you. A
There's
different
some that
way.
we don't know, you know. Crazy. But
Stop
we
putting
need
your
to push
Christmas
out,
trees.
yeah.
Stop
See,
putting
I
your
just,
Christmas trees in your house. If that's what you think. Stop putting your Christmas trees in the house then. Because that's to do with
exactly.
us.
The only way we can fight back, guys, is to prove them wrong. We keep pushing out loving energy, healing energy. Do you know, anything like that, anything positive we can take out of anything negative they're saying. For example, I read that out there. Us having a little giggle at it is also pushing out a little bit of love and positive
I'm sorry,
energy.
I just get really
You know,
angry with things like that, guys. Thank you, Ian. I do. Because we're not evil. What the hell?
I know
We're not
it's
evil.
just not needed. We don't
We're more
interfere in the way
spiritual than
they do
probably you.
things.
Please
Yeah.
repel. Please go to God. We're probably more spiritual than you, mate.
Yeah,
Exactly, that's what
when
a
my
lot
when
of
my
it is,
cousin
isn't it?
when my cousin put that up there, Lee was like, "Blocker, blocker, Mrs. Blocker, Mrs. Blocker."
I
He's
was
like, "Miss
off.
Blocker."
Bye.
I said, "No, I'm gonna say my piece first. I'm gonna give
Yeah,
her the
Then a
opportunity
blocker.
yeah.
if she wants to come back and talk to me, or she can just not reply and be done with it. That's up to her. I think I did end up
Exactly. Look
blocking
what
her at the
happened in
end.
his birthplace at the moment. The worst evil is going on. Exactly. It's meant to be the most holiest country, but people are killing each other. So please
I
don't come
know,
contradicting to us.
crazy.
Okay?
I just think this week's a great
But I like what
opportunity,
Curtis
guys.
put here. I like what Curtis put right here.
You can
Because
worship the Lord under a
that's what
pine
I
tree.
always say. Yeah. A lot
Yeah,
of them say pine
exactly.
tree. I'm
You
like,
can
if I
worship
want to
him
be in the
anywhere.
shower, if I want to sit on the commode, if
Sit
I
on the
want to
bog and
sit
do it if
under a
you
tree,
want.
wherever, wherever, I
Well,
can,
man made us.
yeah, any
Oh,
place that
well.
I'm gonna sit for longer than 2 seconds, I can do it there.
Well, that's it. You can sit here. You can even sit while you're talking to yours guys and do it. because your mind has got that subconscious that you can actually look. When I'm sitting talking to you, I can also be in my back of my mind planning what I need to do. So well, I don't know if that's just a lady thing or not. Girls can
And I
manifest.
don't want people to come and watch this video and think that we're mocking religion. We're not mocking religion.
definitely
What we're
not.
telling you is wake up and stop listening to everything you get told, okay? And make your own exception on what you think we are. Don't make an exception if you don't understand our working. Take some time
If
to
you-
talk
Sending
to
us
us. We'll
quotes
realise we're really nice
and a
and really
Bible
caring
that's
people.
false.
We don't curse. We don't do any of those things to
I
anyone. So
curse.
just
I'm
stop.
sorry. I curse.
Yeah, but in a
I
different
work
way.
in a men's
that's
prison.
what-
What do you expect?
But
Yeah.
But
you don't
I
do
work
it
in
for
a
the
men's
evil.
prison.
that's
What do you
that
expect?
isn't
do it for the
really
evil.
cursing anybody.
It's not cursing. It's
That's
just
getting
helping.
people their karma.
Well,
Yeah.
the main thing is if you
It's
don't
getting them the
understand
karma.
something, ask questions. People that I worked with for years, when they find out
Yes.
what I do, they'll come to me because they know I'm a good-hearted person and I've always done everybody right. And they'll come to me and they'll say, how do you do this or how do you do that? Or I have this problem. Can you help me? So they're willing to be open and to listen before they make a judgment call. You know, and
Exactly.
that's what you do with anything. I mean, anything in this world, if there's something we don't understand, all three of us are so open, we're just going to ask, you know, how does that work? Explain that to me.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And I'm a great
and-
believer in that if the universe thinks something's wrong and you draw Mother Nature's, the higher beings, the divine's attention to something that is really bad going on, then they're going to punish that person anyway, especially when they do go to the other side. So you're not cursing that person, you're just really
No.
getting them what they deserve before they pass
Yeah,
over.
and that's what, to be honest, that's what curses really are, isn't it? Like, if you, like the mystical sort of stuff that she does doesn't harm anyone. It's just they get back what they've dished out. That is what's going
And they
on.
can't harm anybody else.
You know.
I call it the
So-
boomerang effect because the Bible
Yeah.
talks about the boomerang effect. So if anybody
Yeah.
knows about the Bible, it talks about the boomerang effect.
Well,
You know,
that
what
is
goes
true,
around,
sis. I had
comes
to do.
around. Yeah,
Goes around.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do your own thing and leave others alone. I agree.
Exactly,
If you don't like us and you don't agree in it, don't talk to us. You don't need to put sarcastic comments
Or
under
come
people's-
along and watch us. Watch every stream we do. Watch every video we
Yeah.
do, and then judge us. Do not sit and assume that we do not love God or Jesus. Do not sit there and assume that, because we do. We know Jesus was alive. We know Jesus was a
I
very
was
spiritual
christened. Do you
person.
think God would have accepted me into his church to be christened if I was a bad thing? I was christened.
Exactly.
Because, you
Anybody-
know, like when I do
Well,
my
I
prayers,
challenge
I call
anybody to
upon
come
the
along and watch
angels.
us.
When I do my prayers, I call upon the angels. You know, I
Yep.
call upon the universe. I call upon
Yep.
the ether. I call upon the ancestors. You know, my guides, my guardians. You know, if I use the word God or I use the word Jesus, that is how I am calling upon to do a prayer for someone that needs help, that needs assistance with their body or their situation. I'm not
No, I
calling
get it.
on nobody evil. I'm not calling on.
No.
Who do you think the minister calls in when he's standing at the altar? He's channeling the spirit.
Yeah, that's what you don't realise. He's doing no different to what we do, really. When you stand there and you hold a candle in your hand and you've got the Bible and you're reading out to something you can't see, you're doing exactly what we're doing, okay? That is what you're doing. You just do it a little bit different. We use a few more tools and we believe in things slightly different. I, in my prayers, will call out to the Lord. I go, my Lord, Father, please come to me. So don't tell me that I don't love God.
I know. See, I just think
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I ain't
silly.
never heard nobody that can pray as good as Sherry can pray. Cause I can't pray
And I
that
can
good.
pray.
Mine is like real short, to the point.
Me
and
too.
Sherry's is like a book. That girl
Oh, yeah.
can
I make sure
prayer.
everything's in there. I pray for the
Yeah.
world. I pray for the people. I pray for nature. I pray for people
Yeah,
going
exactly.
into heaven. I
Elements
do it
and
for
things.
everybody because I'm
Yeah.
evil and I worship the devil, don't I?
It just,
no,
I just hate the way people assume things about us and they don't give us a chance to actually come along and see what we do. We don't really hide much.
Do you know what? We
The
need to make
only
some
way I
posts
hide
instead.
anything is if I'm doing something personal for somebody.
When
I
we
need
come
to
down,
use
we should have
personal
a
words.
thing. When you
Yeah.
come down, we should make some posters saying "Don't judge witches. Come and find out about us first," sort of thing, and walk down my town doing it.
Exactly.
Well, you know, the whole shift thing that we're discussing about is just that, to stay positive, and that we keep
That's
pushing
that.
it. Positive, 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 positive.
That's
So,
what
No,
it's all
we're not
about, guys.
judgmental.
This is the chance to do it. This is a reset button for next year. I've only got 4 days or something. So this is the time for yous and us to prepare. Try and remember all that negative feelings that you have felt all during the year, all the little things that's went wrong, like washing machines breaking down and all that type of thing. Get all that energy that's accumulated in your mind, write it down, or just even have the feeling in your head, and then give it away to the universe, and then focus on what you want to bring in, energy wise as well. It's a great time to restart that reset button for everybody.
Phoenix says, I wonder what that person, and I can answer that. I wonder what that person would say about, you know, her, she's saying me, meaning her, if she or he found out that I'm a Catholic and a witch that has abilities, and I work with archangels and angels and Mother Mary and Jesus. That's just that they can't wrap their head around it. I've made my communion as a Catholic. I've been, because of my mom, I've been baptized as a Baptist because of my dad. I've been in churches because that's holy roller churches. For the ones that don't understand what that is, it's the preacher that handles the snakes in the church. That was my grandfather. That's what he did. So I have a whole lot of different religions to go to there.
And you're one of the kindest people out there.
Depending on who I was with. But the thing is even with all of that going on, I have in my heart, I feel like I don't need a third person to tell me what to think about my God, about Jesus, about the angels. I don't need that middle person to read a phrase and then tell me how they want to portray that phrase. That's between me and my Creator, not a third person to come in and tell me what to think.
Yeah.
So that's
why I
where
left my
I
church.
stand.
I used to go to church with my nan. I used to go to church and sing my heart out because I love him. But in the end, like, just because of people's negativity and the way that they looked at you because you was different and that, I didn't want to be part of that. Like Sister Mystical saying, I didn't need a third party either. I will believe and be how I want, and that's how he made me. If you don't like it, I don't need to be part of your community. I can love him on the toilet, in the bath, in nature, wherever I want to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if
I want to talk to my Creator, people's narrative.
Yeah, if I want to talk to my Creator, I'm going to talk to my Creator. I don't want to say wait till Sunday till I go to church and ask the preacher, Father, whenever you whoever. I'm going to talk to him right then and there. It's going to be me and him.
Yeah, and that's why most people do that, don't they? They wait till Sunday to say what they want to say. Why do you wait till Sunday? Is there all of the week?
So crazy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm not going to go tell some strange person all of my sins. If it's a sin, I'm going to know it's a sin. And I'm going to ask for forgiveness. If I need to ask for forgiveness, I'm going to talk directly to him. I don't need to tell some stranger, you know, if I know a sin or not. I mean, how do I know what he does? How do I know what he does when he leaves the church? What is he going to, do? You know.
Exactly. And what kind of
what he's going to do? He's going to go to Walmart and he's going to fuss at all the workers there because they're not working hard enough for him.
Well, probably.
The thing is, these people in these churches that work for God, do whatever for God, they're not God. So you shouldn't have to repel and talk to them and give their word over.
Man's narrative of God.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I see it, they're a person the same as me. Now, they can say, oh, they're higher to God. No, you're not any higher to God than what I'm higher to God because I talk to him. I'm talking directly to him, So no person, none of us three are even over anybody out here in the chat that's listening because hey, Debbie, because we're all equal.
We are
We are-
equal. Even your priests and your
Exactly.
all of them, they're
We've all got a
equal.
part to
Nobody is
play.
greater than the other. Nobody is.
Mhm. Yep. Welcome in, Diabolical Debbie.
We were taught. I would watch back to the beginning, Debbie, because we're kind of trying to put it out there about how Uncle Danny 2 years ago kind of seen this all coming and he was preparing us all. So it's an interesting stream to go back and watch. And I do feel as if we can change it. I feel us as spiritually open people, especially if we can get more people on board and more people on board, we can definitely keep pushing back that negativity.
And I do think that the Witchy 101's really going to help with that as well. If
Yeah,
people gave
it'll
us the
open
time of
people
day
up
to come
to
and
do
see
it.
what we do, you would understand a bit more.
Mhm.
Come and watch our
Mhm.
channels before you judge us. Come and watch our channels.
And
We accept
Phoenix has
everyone
a
and we
very
love everybody.
Yeah, and Phoenix, where she's saying she's a Catholic, she has a very good gift because she was given the gift of visions, so she can see
Yeah.
visions on
Oh, Phoenix
things
is one
that
of the
will,
most spiritual
you
open
know,
people out there. Yeah.
yeah,
You
and,
guys,
Phoenix
we
is
are
we all
hoping that
have
they'll
our
all come up.
own gifts that we were given, and
Yeah.
By the Creator.
Yeah.
mhm, that's right, by our Creator. That's right.
Most of the people that you'll find in this chat are more open than you realise, guys. You really are. Or you have got that wanting to be a little bit more higher and you have just not pushed yourself enough yet. But I do think that you can also get other people on board. Test the water, as I said, with your friends. Test the water in other communities and try and get them to come aboard and learn something about even themselves maybe this week. Because the shadow work is really, it's what changed everything for me is doing the shadow work. It was trying to get away from that old
It's very
way
true.
of.
It is very
It's
true.
crazy, guys. It owes so much. It's unbelievable. You just have to do it to believe it, how it changes your life.
We
I think
were
God
born.
is deep down within us. Yeah,
We were
definitely,
born.
Curtis.
We were definitely born and we was made the way that we are because He wanted us that way. So there you go.
Yeah, see, my sister always says that everybody has their own path. My sister always says that.
That's true, though. Everybody's got their own house, so not one person, not two people are the same because we've all got a different house, we've all got different families. So how can it be the same? You know,
Well,
not
if
even
you
twins
look at it that way,
probably
we're
would be
all
the same.
divine. If you look at it, we're all divine because we're all spiritual because we're all the Creator's children. We're all divine.
Yeah.
Okay, we're all equal. God does not look at Himself as being any powerfuler than us. Okay, we're His children.
No.
He's given us these abilities, so
That's it.
we
God's
are there with
consciousness to
Him.
me.
It's equal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He does not look at us and go, well, I'm greater than you. And he would not sit there and go, you will bow down to me and you will do that. He would never do
I
that.
was
And
just
it's
going to say that
interesting,
we
but
were
as
not
well,
born to bow down to no man.
do you see how? Do you see how it's changed? When I read that comment out, we were all happy. We were all like, kind of staying positive to push out love and light, and then that one comment changed all of our perspective on the way we're now feeling because of that one negative comment. Kind of nearly swayed us off our path there for a moment. So it's things like that you've got to watch out for as well. Don't let things like that push you off your path. Try to keep love and light in your head. You know,
That's
laugh
right,
at
that's
it and
what we
move
have,
on.
and that's what we're doing. We're trying to push out the positive to have peace.
Yeah.
We're not preaching to anybody about anything. We're just
No.
trying to explain our
No, we're
views
not.
and why we are the way that we are, really. So what does Phoenix say? Yes,
And we're
that
trying
is right.
to get
Have
other
faith in
people
yourself
to know we're
and
here.
accept who you are. If God or the Creator, whoever you believe in, if they don't want you to have abilities, they wouldn't have given it to you.
Exactly.
And then the other one said, when I spoke about being an empath, one priest told me it was the gift of God, while others might say it's evil. Yeah, there is
Evil.
very many different people.
Yeah.
Very, very many different people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, we've
Is
been on for an hour and 5 minutes. Does anybody in the chat have any questions for us?
any
Anything at
questions,
all?
guys?
And then we're going to
Well,
let Drew and Sherry say what's going to be coming up next on their channels.
yeah, God equals consciousness to me. God is your consciousness. God is what speaks to you, learns you, does those things. He is. He's in you. He's in here and he's in here. And he's out there. In
It's
everything.
about not letting those little evil darkness, whatever it may be, try and sway you off your path. Because there is going to be things that'll test you. I've been tested so much over the last 2 months, it's unbelievable.
Do not
But
preach
you've got
and
to
do
try
not
and
judge.
rise above it.
Don't preach and don't judge. God did not make you to be that way.
I don't know, Iron. We talked about a lot of your comments. She says, which comments? Well, we talked about a lot of them.
I know, you need to just start joining us on this bloody stream. Get up here. There's enough room for you. A few of you need to join us. Look, our sister Phoenix as well.
What
Yeah, we're kind
one
of jumping
thing
all over
made-
on the questions.
What one
Any
thing
other
that
questions?
made you smile over Christmas holiday? Just being with the family and remembering what the most important things in the world are.
Yeah, for me,
You know?
my 3 boys
My wee granddaughter giggling.
communicated.
Yeah. Yeah. It means
And my
different
new
things
boots.
for everybody.
My new
Yeah.
boots as well.
I was here with my
Oh, the
husband. He
boots.
wasn't out on the road, so that made me happy. He could have been in
Yeah,
Colorado
see?
with that storm that
And you-
they're having. Which one of
And
our
you've got
viewers
2
lives in
puppies there to
Colorado?
bring joy into your life as well. There's a lot of things.
Yeah, my boo-boo, my family, people like that. You know, it's just, you know, it's not about the presents. It ain't about the presents, even though it's really nice to have presents. It's your
Yeah,
family.
it's
and
about that joyful feeling. Yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
You want to see my new witchy dress? Skirt. I'm wearing it.
Yeah,
Sure.
let's see.
My godmum got me it. Oh.
Now, don't show the audience what you were showing us, because that could
No,
be
not that. No,
X-rated.
dear darling.
Yeah, I think you better keep them.
Full layered.
Oh, that's
They want
nice.
to monetize this.
It's my witchy dress. And it's,
Oh, that's
it's
a lovely.
Isn't that pretty?
Is that blue velvet? Or is it purple? Is it blue or purple?
It's black, but it's
Oh, is
very
it black?
velvety feeling. It's beautiful.
Oh, it's lovely.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Is it solid black or is there a pattern on it?
There is a pattern on it. You've got they're like little swirly things and bits of flower leaves and stuff like that.
Well, it's nice. Is it like a
So
kind
did
of
you
lace
hear when
over
I
the
said
top
don't
of
show when you
It's-
were showing
it's
us? I may
Victorian.
want to monetize this video.
Lovely.
It's Victorian, is what it is. It's Victorian style.
Oh,
it's
okay, so
lovely.
it's that pattern. Yeah.
Yeah, look, you can see it probably better there.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
Nice.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I haven't worn a dress since I wore my witchy dress costume like three Halloweens ago.
Oh, that was so funny.
it's
That
not
video.
actually
I
a dress.
think
It's
it's
not a dress.
hilarious.
It's not a dress, it's a skirt. And then I've got like a black halter neck top on with it as well. That was bought for me as well. So it just goes really well together.
It was nice.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
looks really, really, really nice.
I wear leggings under my dress.
Yeah, I do sometimes.
short.
Just keep my legs warm.
Yeah, one day Drew bent over and I was like, whew, Drew, I'm glad you had shorts on. I thought I was going to have to turn around.
But
Well, we're
I'm not
short.
going to be showing you my socks and whatever underneath because I think half of you will be having heart attacks.
Yes, I think you better keep that for our
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Your fiance.
Yeah.
For my man only.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that,
Is there any questions, guys? And we'll let Mystical go get warmed up next to our fire and see if our Marilyn is okay.
and we don't even have the fire
Any
going
questions?
yet. Yeah, any questions?
Well, we
My
tell you
kids
what's
can
coming
come
up this
to look
week.
Yeah.
Sister Sherry, do you want to let them know when you'll be around?
Say that again, sis?
Do you want to let them know when you'll be around, seeing as you're still on your holidays?
Well, I'm away for a couple of weeks, but I am going to be live on Witchy 101 on a Friday. I am going to be putting some uploads and stuff of my Christmas yesterday. I am going to start doing some pre-recorded videos to go with Witchy 101, because when we're doing the shows, we give you a lot of good information, but it needs more detail for you to understand. So I am going to start making the videos so you can have a bit more understanding about what we've already spoke about. So about the different witches and things like that, you know. So yeah, shadow work is this Friday, like Sister Drew said as well. So that's going to be an interesting stream.
Okay, I was just.
And
gonna
I've got
ask
a
that
few
to
little
do.
videos I'll probably put out on my channel about the shadow work, just to give you a little bit extra content on that, because there's loads of little tips I can give you that would probably take up too much of the stream. So guys, you're going to love it, honestly. Just keep an eye out on everybody's channel.
I'm going to leave you to do that one, sis, because out of everybody, you're the one that understands the shadow work more. I understand it, but you've studied it, haven't you, a lot more? So you'd probably be better for that one.
Yeah, I'll definitely.
Yeah.
Whatever anybody
Yeah, I
knows.
know. I do know about it, but you've done a bit more studying. So
yeah, no
Sherry, are you
problem.
going to be sending me the link to the last one that was on your show on my email?
I am. It's just because I'm away and the internet's not very good here at the minute.
Yeah, it hasn't been here either. It's been going
on here
off.
at the minute.
Okay. Yeah,
Add
it's been
it to
going
your
off
playlist.
here.
That's what I've done. I've just put it on the playlist.
That's
so
what
far.
I done at first. Just added Sister Drew's onto my playlist.
Just put it to
your
playlist, sis. And then it's just
a lot of work sending it, and it jumps all up your files, and it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So just
Wait, what? I'm lost because you
go
know I'm
onto
not
my
tech
channel.
savvy.
If you go onto my channel and click on the video, where the 3 dots are, it gives you an option to say save. Yeah, it'll come up with the playlist, and you just write a playlist that Witchy 101 shows, and you can do that on mine and Sister Drew's channel. Going on the 3 dots and just pressing save, and you can save the videos.
Because I have a playlist on my channel already with the one you sent me and the one Drew sent me.
Right, so all you do is go back onto my channel, press the 3 dots, press save, and hit the bit that says Witchy 101 on it. And it'll save it in it.
It'll save it automatically to my playlist?
Yeah, go onto my channel, hit the 3 dots, press save, and it'll come up with the list. You just hit the Witchy 101 on your list, and it will save it to your list.
Oh, well, that's more simpler than me downloading it and waiting a day and a half.
And it don't take up all your files.
Yeah.
It don't take your files up.
I'll do
it
that
just
then
means
when we get off.
Yeah.
Oh,
what were you saying? I think Curtis is wanting to know if we are all accompanying him on Thursday night.
Oh, I don't
Thursday
know.
night, what time?
I think it'll be 11 o'clock our time, sis.
And it's definitely going to happen this time. You're not going to get pulled.
Yeah, it's definitely 3 of us. Yeah,
all
the
3 of us, not just Sister Drew going. We're a free. Look, I'm not going to say that. I nearly said we're a free. Sorry,
it's just
we are a trio.
Yeah, it's just because the way we do it. We do all the shows together. We kind of know each other. We know the way each other works. So we just kind of do all the interviews together. It works more sense.
And we just feel more confident we just feel more confident when we've got each other because we bounce off each other as well. It's so better than being on your own.
I know what it is, Sherry. Man, you bugged him about his background looking like he was in the bathroom.
That's probably why he didn't want us coming on there. But you've changed your atmosphere now, so you're fine. You're safe.
Yeah. We'll be there, Curtis. I'm sure.
He's going to teach us to keep our mouth shut.
Yeah, we'll be there. Definitely, we'll be there.
I'll
write it on my book bit.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Drew will send us the links. So if you send them to her,
we'll get them sent out for you.
That'll be 6 o'clock. So if I
remember, guys, we want you to push out love and light, healing energy up to that moon tonight. She's shining bright up here in Scotland. I wish I could show you.
And ask all of the negative stuff to be removed. New year, new beginning, new start. Let's make it fresh and let's make it good.
Yeah, guys. She's so powerful tonight. That's why I'm drained, honestly. I keep falling asleep. I need to wake myself up to do these
right
prayers.
at the back of my window at the minute, out here, and she's so
beautiful,
bright.
guys.
Last night she was bright as well. You could see the beautiful aura going all the way around her last night. She's really powerful.
Yeah.
Like said. She's beautiful.
Just remember, guys, and just say thank you to her as well for the blessings of just being here and push out love and energy to everybody you know that's feeling a little bit under the weather, and You know what to say. You know what to say. I've
Like
got
a
every
clothing.
confidence in you.
It is kind of like a coven, but we don't like to say a coven. It's a spiritual
Yeah.
place where all of us can come together. But it is like a coven, I guess. Yes, it's for
Yeah,
like, but any spiritual person can come in. It's not just for
We
women.
are a coven, but we're a clan.
We're a
Yeah.
clan.
We say
Yeah, we
clan
say
because
clan.
we're all equal. Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody
Clan is more-
yeah. In a
Clan
coven,
is-
there's usually ranks. So
Yeah,
Okay,
clan
yeah.
is more of a family thing. It sounds more like a family, a clan, you know.
yeah.
And the coven makes it sound like, well, you're in charge of here, and you can't do this without my say so, and you can't do it without my say
Yeah,
so,
it's
and
not
you
like
got to
that.
run it past me
Yeah.
first.
Cherry, what do you want me to change? I don't want you to change anything, Curtis. I'm just saying that Mystical said maybe he didn't invite us because of what we said about your room looking like a toilet. We don't want you to change anything. Do not go back to the toilet.
They were yeah,
Stay where you are.
we were in the dining room, I do believe it was
Yeah,
last
it's
week.
a clan.
No, you're
Because in
perfectly
a
fine.
coven, you've got
Yeah, we say
high
clan
priests,
because it's more
you've got people that
family.
rule you. They'll rule you in a coven. You know what I mean? They rule you. They tell you what you can and can't do.
Yeah.
We don't do that here.
Mhm.
It's a clan.
Yeah,
We
I don't
do
like
that.
I don't
We're
like the
all
word
equal. We all
coven.
talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I guess if anybody doesn't have any more questions, we're gonna let everybody go.
On the clan
Yes,
witches.
Curtis, we're a clan of witches.
We are, yes.
Our clan is called the Clan of the Mystical Realms. That's what it is on Facebook. And remember, I have
Yeah.
sent the link out, guys, for the
Yeah, 'cause
Facebook group if you want to join it.
it's all witches and a spiritual being.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's actually a very good idea that you put that, Kerry. It is full moon.
That
So
would be a
anybody
good
that's
meme.
wanting to do like the full moon water, the moon water, do it tonight. It'll be really
Yes.
powerful tonight.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yes.
I guess we'll say thank you everybody for let me get this. Thank you everybody for coming in. We appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed to all our channels, please do. And go on and watch all of it. We all have so much information on our channels. It is unreal. And even if you watch them, and then when they do the Witchy 101, you'll have even more insight. If you're already a practitioner and you know a lot, maybe some of it will refresh your memory. Not everybody knows everything, so maybe you'll run across something. And if you are just wanting to find out if you're spiritual or not even spiritual, but you're just curious of it and how it all works, then watching all our channels ahead of time will
Come
also
on
give you a
over,
lot
guys.
of insight.
You are
to it.
welcome.
So, and thank you everybody, and we're going
Blessings,
to
everybody.
Remember,
end the stream. What?
enjoy the rest of your holiday, guys, because it is still
Yes,
Christmas
guys.
till New Year's goes. It's still Christmas week, so enjoy the rest of your week.
Yes.
Bye,
Enjoy
everybody.
yourself.
Have a night. Merry
Bye.
party.
Blessings, everybody.